everybody, Steve Olson here with Crossroads Multifamily here at our site in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we wanted to do an exciting video for you today because we've got lumber in the air. We've got stuff happening at the site, and I've got Brian. It's good to see Brian. He's behind the scenes. You don't see a lot of Brian, but we dragged him away from his spreadsheets and his engineer meetings. Brian is coordinating with our general contractor, with the site work and everything. He's really an important piece of the project. And so we're gonna walk through with Brian this first building. This is a 6-unit building. It's subdivided as a 4-plex and a duplex. On a cold and windy day in Windhaven, or in New Haven and Fort Wayne, we're suited up. So we're gonna go inside, partially because there's no wind in there, and also we want you to see the units. So Brian, lead the way and let's go into the main the family room area and let's talk about this thing. So here we go. This, I think in 4 or 5 months from now, this unit's gonna be on the market for rent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're standing in the living room area and the kitchen area is behind. So will you just walk us through, pantry, where everything's gonna go in here, Brian?
Certainly. Got an island that will sit right here. You can see the plumbing and electrical conduit that'll come up and serve the island. We'll have a small pantry, closet in this area, refrigerator, and then cabinetry along this wall.
Fridge on that wall too?
I believe fridge is on this wall.
Okay, yeah.
One of the great things that we talked about just a few moments ago is the design of this building. We elected to use open web floor trusses that will eliminate soffits and drops in this area. You can see all the mechanical, all the plumbing, everything will be up above the ceiling. And so it really adds to the livability of this space.
Yeah, we value engineer it a little bit, save a little bit of money, but not make that ceiling collapse down on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I want to say here, but what about this wall and the next unit over and noise transfer and fire code? We're geeking out here, but it matters. Tell us about that and watch the pipes.
It does. So we have a 2x4 wall. We have a sound barrier that also provides fire protection. We have the exact same wall construction on the opposite unit. See, there's a 2x4 stud here. There's a small air cavity right here that allows us to deaden the sound transfer from unit to unit. Sound transmission classification rating is important in a shared dwelling like this where you've got a unit here and a unit on the other side. We want to make sure that the people who live here can't hear the people that live next door. And so that's one of the reasons that we designed this wall the way that we have.
So yeah, we have some experience with this in the past that depending on fire code, and you have to do fire sprinklers, which means a thinner wall. And I hate fire sprinklers.
Yeah, I do too.
Big pain in the butt for the HOA with the annual inspections and the cost and the labor of doing that. And they just ruin your building with water instead of fire.
Yeah.
If there's a disaster. But maybe I'm being kind of one-dimensional here, but when you have a thin wall, check the Google ratings, even some stuff we've built.
Absolutely.
They're bad because tenants can hear everything, and I mean everything.
Everything. Next
door, and what are they thinking about when the lease expires? I can't wait to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you give them that quieter experience, which is great.
Yeah. One of the things that this type of unit provides is structurally independent building from the unit next door.
Yeah.
So the floor system doesn't continue. The walls are inside of this living space, the same with the unit next door. And that also helps with that sound transmission.
Excellent. Let's go this way.
Great.
So yeah, we've got, what is this, like a linen, or no, that's the half bath, right? Or is
no,
this?
Half bath is right here.
Okay.
It's small.
Yeah.
But it meets the need for just a half bath. Sink right here, toilet right here.
Gotcha.
But it'll provide what we need.
Okay. Little closet right here, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Small linen closet right there.
This is the garage and our impromptu studio where we're going to make some magic here in just a minute. But and so
mechanical systems will be over here.
Mechanicals there. Okay.
Yep. Our water heater, our furnace, everything will sit in this closet right here. Be accessible off of the garage.
Let's go this way for a quick second. So we're in the garage, nice wide garage. We're looking out to the north, and that's building pad.
That's 3 and 4.
3 and 4. So you're going to see studs coming up out of the air pretty soon on that one.
Within the next week.
within the next week. And so we're looking north over there's, you know, 5.
Building 5 and then
8
6 and 7 and then 8 on the opposite side.
Okay.
Slab for 6 and 7, we're about a week to 10 days away.
Okay.
The slab for 5, probably 2 weeks away.
Okay.
And then building 8, probably 3 weeks away.
Yeah, weather's been a challenge.
It has. We've
Yeah.
had a significant amount of rain up here over the last month.
Yeah. I think, was it 70 degrees here yesterday?
It was
It is so cold today.
in the 40s today.
Yeah, and you're feeling every bit of it. You know, we
Yeah.
come from the dry mountain air, so the humidity adds like 5 degrees either
does.
way. Yeah. And you can see that big tree out there, Bryce. The community center is just on the other side of that.
It is. Yep.
And after you get done working out at the community center, there's McDonald's to go undo it right next to the site. So, okay, good. And there's trades out here. We won't look at that, but they're over in the other units working. Why don't we go upstairs?
Great. Let's do it.
Oh, and insulated garage door, right?
Insulated, yes.
That's cool. Okay, let's weave around here, drag you guys upstairs. So the HVAC is what's in process now, and then electricians come, when do you think?
Electricians should be here tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, good. Plumbers when?
Plumbers will follow.
Plumbers will follow. All right. So just a little landing here. We're upstairs, and we're just gonna pretend like this is drywalled, and we'll go through it that way instead of moving through walls. Take a U-turn at the top of the stairs, and you are in the main bedroom.
It's a really good sized room.
Yeah, it feels like a good size. Bryce is in like a little cutout right there for dresser, TV, whatever.
Exactly.
People use it for all kinds of stuff. Why don't you lead us into the main bath, Brian?
So this is the bathroom, the primary bathroom. We'll have vanity, Steve, right where you're standing,
Okay.
toilet, tub shower combo, and then we go into the primary closet. And this
I
will-
like this.
It's actually a really good sized room, and then there'll be shelving and closet rod on all 3 sides.
So they'll carry this fiberglass into
this will
there.
go right into that
It's a
bathroom.
big master closet.
It is.
Yeah, I like it. And they'll frame this off, of
This,
course. We're
this will
going
be
to
framed in.
go through it. Yeah.
Our laundry closet right here.
Okay.
Secondary bathroom for the upstairs additional bedrooms. And then each of these bedrooms is a decent sized secondary bedroom, and each of them have a walk-in closet.
Little walk-in closet. I mean, tenants do love that.
Yeah.
They want somewhere to put their stuff. Last I checked, what are we, 1406 on square footage in here?
Yes.
Sound right? Okay.
Sounds right.
So yeah, 3 beds, 2.5 baths. Another thing, and Bryce can look out here after, but as the weather warms up and the site work progresses, each of these units has a full 2-car driveway.
Correct.
As well. So you got a 2-car garage, 2-car driveway. Sometimes people ask, well, what about the parking? And I'm like, 4 spots per unit, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You got to make it work, right? So that's great. And you could get a good shot of the site too, Bryce, if you want. You can kind of see how we're just going to move to the north, and they've got the gravel for the various roadways here in about 45 days asphalt. Yeah?
Yeah, we should be asphalted within 30 days.
Yeah, I thought we were going to try to get that done in the fall, and life happened, and then you can't do it in the winter.
We ran into weather issues and weather constraints and some cost escalations on concrete.
Yeah.
With that cold weather, so we made the
Yeah.
decision to wait until spring.
Okay. Well, I really like how this is going, everybody. We're taking reservations in the second phase now. We'd love to have you join us, but construction is really moving along. Units likely to be for rent end of summer.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the second phase just follows as construction progresses. So
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.